Hello everybody and welcome back to Pentiment. I just want to say that for everyone who's watched the first two videos, thank you so much. This is, I've had some unusual traffic of people watching these on my channel, so it seems people are pretty interested in seeing the game. So, I know I haven't streamed in a few days, but we're gonna continue. The last time we left off, we were headed to go get supper, right? Oh, there's that fucking frog with the hat again. We were headed off to get supper, right? Where the hell were we going? Another day, another few pages, damn it, hopefully, yeah. I did work at the scriptorum. I did, get the manuscript. I did get paid early for the manuscript. I should get the money to Clara. Should I head all the way back to get that money to Clara? Should I like head all the way back? Well, I think we have to go down here, so Lower Abbey. Oh my god, those horses. There's a meadow here. Irises. Beautiful. Here's the church. Town Commons. John Bauer Farm. Brittner Farm. Alright. Here's Clara. Hello, Andreas. Hello, Clara. I have something for you. Oh? This should be enough to pay my rent and the tax you owe the Abbey. Andreas, this is far more than your rent payment. We can't accept this. Yeah, I'm not gonna hit her with the. I'm not gonna hit her with the Christo stuff. Please, Clara, it's the least I can do. You and Peter have been such gracious hosts. But Andreas, how did you even find so much coin? Are you sure you'll have enough to spare for yourself? I convinced Brother Matthew to pay me a bit early. I wanted to make sure you could pay your taxes in time. God bless you 1,000 times, Andreas. You don't know what this means to us. I'm happy to help, Clara. It's the Christian thing to do. You're a good man, Andreas. Thank you. I'll let you move on with your day. God bless you. Until later. Here we go. Paid in full. So now, kind of head back here. Oh my god, what is that scary diamond down there? Diamond Devil? Is that the Devil Diamond? Be gone, Devil. Okay, so where the fuck am I going? So we've done that. I mean, I did, car can give me some gave me some food for dinner. Let's see if Otto and Indris are around. Otto is working below the abbey between the guest house and the abbot's house. Yeah, okay. See where the stable is. Alright. So I was in the right place. There's Martin. Guest house. Oh, and here they are, Indris and Otto. Good day, Master Mela. Ah, Andreas, good to see you. I trust Clara gave you my message. Afternoon, Indris, Otto. Clara did give me your message. Sorry I missed you this morning. I was still asleep when you came by. Ah, the abbot really lets you get away with anything, doesn't he? Leave him be, Otto. I'm hungry. Let's pray. Oh my god. Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts, which we are about to receive from your bounty. Through Christ our Lord, amen. 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 How did the morning treat you? Not too bad, thanks. I hurt my damn hand splitting timber to replace a bad beam in the abbot's house. Select food item to eat. Almonds? Sheep's milk cheese, rye bread. Can I eat their food? Let's eat the almonds. It's not that bad of an injury. It just galls me with the abbot it just galls me that the abbot bleeds us dry, and we're expected to do work here when it suits him. Oh, it's not all that bad. I get a lot of good work from the abbey. Casting pilgrims' badges isn't really smithing, but I don't mind. Anyway, I saw you walking with that Baron, Rothvogel, in the meadow on your way up here. What's that all about? He's here to check on a commission. I understand he was friendly with Father Matthias. He was, though Father Matthias had some misgivings about the Baron. What kind of misgivings? That he fools around with young women? He's married, of course. Otto, that's only gossip, and it isn't Christian to spread rumors like that. It's not gossip. It's not gossip that he beat up that farmer a few years back, old Ranning. May he rest in peace. Well, I wasn't here, so I don't know. But if he did that, yes, it speaks poorly of his character. We had a long conversation on our way up here, but he didn't mention anything about that. What did you talk about then? I mean, no offense, but what did a nobleman have in common with an artist? Martin Luther. My time at university, a variety of other things. He's quite well educated. Sure, I imagine you have a lot of time to read. You don't have to worry about where your next meal is going to come from. This bitterness and envy are not good for our Christian souls, Otto. It's not envy, Idris. No one should get away with what he does. That's Abby does. No offense to you, Andreas. I don't have any problem with the book the Abbey makes. The books the Abbey makes. I mean, I never did learn to read, of course. But if people are paying the Abbey to make them, it doesn't bother me. The church is supposed to be our shepherd. When they act as our lords, it's hard to see how they're helping us. Oh, Otto, did you see that the Bowers sheep escaped the grazing fields again? No, but I'm not surprised. Martin was supposed to fix that fence, and he probably did a bad job at it. He's always in a foul mood, and he could be the laziest soul in Tassing. can't even hold a hammer properly. Married and a father at such a young age, and he barely lifts a finger for his wife or child. On top of that, he's a damn thief. And before you say it, Indris, that's more than just gossip. Look at him, over by the guest house. He's probably figuring out what he can steal with the least amount of effort. He's just a boy. He still has time to change. I've never known a thief to change, but maybe his responsibilities will make a man out of him. Speaking of the Bowers sheep, there is a shorn, and the women will be spinning it soon. Otto. I got it, Indris. No need to tease. What God wants to happen will happen. Looks like a storm's coming. We should probably get back to it. Right. I can't catch you in a moment. I'll catch up in a moment, Indris. Oh, Andreas, say hello to Eva for me, if you get the chance. Eva, huh? Well chosen, Otto. Andreas, don't. Just tell her hello for me, and keep out of it. Of course. I should return to work in the scriptorium. Until later. Time to get back to work. The church bells are ringing. Oh my god, what the hell? God bless you. Oh, that's right. This guy was the surfer. Yeah, God bless you. I was trying to remember his voice. God bless you, Andres. That was it. There it was. Hello, Brother Matthew. What are you doing out here? I thought you were aware that in addition to my role as Cursa's Zagreus, I attend in the shrine of the Saint That's not even the accent again. Dude, I thought you were aware that I can't do it anymore. He's the patron of Tassing and Cursa both. It's too southern. It's starting to do a southern accent. I can't do it. I've lost my ability. It's my duty to ensure his reliquary is cared for. The shrine is always beautifully kept. Whenever I visit, I always leave inspired. The martyrdom of Saint Maurice provides inspiration to us all. He's now southern. See, this is what happens. I do these accents and then I fuck it up. You're familiar with the life of Saint Maurice, are you not? I've been so focused on my masterpiece, I've never had a moment to learn about St. Moritz. Well, you ought to learn something about Tassing's patron saint while you're here. By all means. St. Moritz is most widely known for his martyrdom, there it is, at the hands of the Romans. No, it's still kind of southern. He protected the town and Christians from... Wow. It's still southern. In turn, he and his legion... I'm so determined to get back to it. Decimated. What do you mean his legion? Wouldn't that mean he was a Roman soldier? Yes. He was a Roman citizen and led a legion made up entirely of Christians into Bavaria. He refused to kill the Christians. Even though they were traitors to Rome, the emperor had his legion massacred. Most of the pilgrims who visit come knowing only this, if anything, about his life. However, Tassing venerates St. Moritz because he was the one to convert the town and save it from destruction. Tassing was pagan? I had no idea the town was so old. Indeed. He and his legions were snowed. Okay, that's what I thought. Snowed into this pass, and the townsfolk refused to aid them. The daughter of the town's leader, Satya, was moved in spirit and snuck from the town to convert. She led Maritz into to a spring, and as soon as she was baptized, the snow melted, revealing all manner of fruits. Maritz and his legion were saved by these miraculous gifts. The town was converted, and the rebels fled into the mountains. What happened to Satya? She too was martyred for her faith by the rebels inhabiting the town. Now her shrine protects Tassing from harm. What an astounding story. Thank you for the history lesson, Brother Matthew. You're welcome, Master Mailer. God bless you. Still not it. He doesn't know what his accent is. Until later, brother. Carl. Oh, hello, Andreas. Hello, Carl. You seem busier than usual today. I want to talk to these Bloodborne-looking ass motherfuckers right here. I'm behind in my work. I went up to the shrine of St. Moritz this morning to pray for his aid. The candle I lit had all but burned away. I was there so long, now I need to catch up. Do you go to the shrine very often? I usually go every autumn for a good harvest. Now that Helena's pregnant, I've tried to go pray every week. Her mother had trouble in childbirth, so I've been paying visits from Moritz's hand and Satya's shrine to pray for their aid. I hope the saints hear your prayers. Thank you, Andreas. So do I. You have to remember, like, when you're kind of going through this, you don't want to, like... I kind of feel like you have to play the role. Like, you can't necessarily say, like, oh, why not? Why are you praying to saints? That seems dumb. Because then you're going to be looked at as, like a pagan, which, like, that kill you. Like, you gotta remember, like, where you're at, what time you're in. You know what I mean? Who the fuck are these people? Okay, well, let's go into the shrine. There's nobody else in here. All the nuns left. Whoa, dude. It's me, Brother Matthew. There it is. I got it back. Can you believe it even after all that conversation, bro? Fuck, where is the thing? In the Old Bailey? No. Is it? Yes, it is. It is in the Old Bailey. Scriptorium. Gotta get back to work, bro. Found my accent after all. I know, still Southern, bro. Still, it's like a Southern California dog. Whoa, man. Brother Attic. This work. I don't know where to start. Inconsistent spacing, rough strokes. You're working like you want to see this place closed. Brother Prior, I am working to the best of my abilities, and I dispute your criticism. I may not be fast, but I still have my talent, praise be to God. And Brother Guy, why are you still on this page? What's wrong with you? Normally you're so reliable. Many apologies, Brother Prior. I will work harder. Piero, I can't believe this. Baron Rothvogel has come to check on his progress, and this is all you have? You should have finished this months ago. Is your mind so corrupted by age that you didn't notice the seasons have changed? Well, you're not the only one who has to answer for it, so why should you care? Typical. Excuse me, Prior Furnick? I still don't know how to pronounce it. Excuse me, Prior Finnick, but I believe your point is made. Andreas, I will remind you that I am the master of the scriptorium, and you are a guest here. I agree, Brother Prior. Brother Piero's work is unacceptably slow. You're insufferable, Brother Guy. Oh, God, give me the patience to endure this. Please, everyone, this is my work, and I accept responsibility for it. Friar Fennec is right. Oh, speaking of... The smooth talker. Friar Fennec, this is mine. It must be yours. It is, my lord. I can explain... No, no. I don't want excuses. I've come all this way, and I have to be honest. I expected more. It's nowhere near finished. And the style is... It's very old-fashioned. I thought I made my desires clear. I feel like my generosity towards Kursau was being taken advantage of. Am I the fool in this sad story? No, of course not, my lord. Never. We can fix this, of course. Of course. We only want to accommodate you. Ah, Andreas. Good to see you again. How should I respond? Everyone already seems annoyed. I feel like we should address him by his name, because we've already talked to him. Good to see you, Lorenz. Oh, he did not like that. My lord, if you please. Father Gano, why not have Andreas complete the rest of the illustrations? He's clearly capable. Well, my lord, why not have Brother Guy completed if your speed is... No, I'm not talking about the script, that's fine. The art, the illustrations. I want Andreas to do the others. Of course. I mean, if Andreas is alright with it. If it takes the pressure off Brother Piero, I'd be delighted to complete the work. There we have it. I hope this allays your concerns, my lord. Excellent. By the way, Father Abbot, am I still welcome at your table for supper? Naturally, my lord. Wonderful. I'd like Andreas to join us. Yeah, see, this is like... Oh, fuck. I knew this was gonna come up. This guy is like a rich dude and has like a lot of sway on the church, and obviously is interested in us for some reason. And the church is already annoyed, and if I literally say this, they're gonna get mad at me. But it's the moral thing to do. My lord, I've already made supper plans with the Drucker family in town. See? Nonsense. You can eat with them any day. I'm only here for the evening. Well, father? Well, that would be quite unusual. Unusual or not, I doubt that my good friend, the Prince Bishop, would deny additional guests at his table. What do you think? I understand. Yes, you're right, of course. Andreas may join us for supper. I look forward to it. Yeah, I don't think I have a choice in the matter. I think that's where we are on that one. You had this planned. My face. You must have put your hook in the Baron this morning when you ambushed him in town. Why are you mad at me? I'm trying to help. Brother Prior, Andreas is not to blame for any of this. I am. Yes, you are. And you've embarrassed me, the Abbot and the Abbey. Friar Fennec is right, of course. No wonder we don't get any more commissions. Guy, can you stop flattering the prior for 1 minute? I'll just say nothing. Brothers! If you please, Sisters and Day and I would prefer if you could keep the noise down. It sounds like Samson slaying the Philistines in here. Of course. Get back to work, everyone. Well, that was not wonderful, but there's nothing to be done about it now. I'll finish my work here and wash up in the lavatorium for supper in the abbot's table. Lavatorium. Supper at the abbot's table. Just done as I was catching up with Otto and Indris. This time I head off back to the scriptorium to work on the book of hours. Okay, where's the lava? There's the lavatorium. So we gotta go back to the dormitory. Cloister. Yes. Andreas, I'm so glad you'll be joining us for supper. But the circumstances are unusual, to be sure. I won't be able to speak with you, none of the brothers will, but it will be good to have you with us. That's a shame. I always enjoy our talks. Now, the same doesn't apply to you at the abbot's table. You can talk on your own. Though I wouldn't recommend it. Father Abbot does not kindly on idle. I wish you could take my place, Brother Piero. You deserve the honor. Anyway, I'm sorry for how the prior treated you. It's not fair, it's humiliating. Oh, no, my son. There's no need to worry about me or my pride. We all need a taste of humility from time to time to keep our feet on this earth. No, Andreas, you are my pride. I cannot claim to have taught you much, but I am proud to have known you and your work. And when you leave all of us at Kiss and Abbey behind, you can call upon your friend Lorenz, the Baron Rothvogel, to help you in your career. He's wrong, you know. Finnick is wrong about you being slow. Don't trouble yourself over it. Time passes for us all. Things change, the future will right over the present. You need not fear it, any of it, as long as you remain true to yourself and God. I must hurry to the refectory to join my brothers. I'll see you inside. Alright, where the hell are we going? Here? There we are. Andres, glad you could join us. Thank you, my lord. Father Gurneau, Father Thomas, Prior Finnick. Simon Peter answered, "You are the Messiah, Son of the living God." Oh, the Gospel of Matthew, wonderful. Oh wait, that was Lorenz. Jesus replied, "Blessed are you, Simon, son of Jonah, for this was not revealed to you by flesh and blood, but by my Father in heaven. And I tell you that you are Peter, and or this rock I will build my church, and the gate. Oh, and on this. Sorry. And I tell you that you are Peter. Sorry, I'll just start over. I don't give a shit. And I tell you that you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of Hades will not overcome it." Have you read Matthew much, Andreas? Yes, I studied it extensively while I was in university, while I was pursuing my theology doctorate. I will give you the keys of the kingdom to heaven. Whatever you build on earth will be bound in heaven. Whatever you lose on earth will be loosed in heaven. Oh, it is loose. Never mind. Then he ordered his disciples not to tell anyone that he was the Messiah. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven. That reminds me, Father Gano, have you read anything by Martin Luther? I can't say that He has some incredible ideas about the church. Brilliant, I think. My lord, is the meal to your liking? I believe I remember you enjoying our quail on your last visit. The quail? My God, Father Abbot, the quail's fine. But don't you think Luther's ideas are worth discussing? He's talking about the future. Look at everybody's faces. He's talking about the future of the church, shaking things up in a way I don't think we've seen before. The guy, the darker skinned guy on the very far right, his face is just the best. Like, Father Thomas, you see the value in his ideas, do you not? My lord, I mean no offense, but I do not. Brother Matthew, yes? How appropriate. What are your thoughts on Luther's attacks on the church? Sale of indulgences? I don't know, bro. Baron, please do not involve the other brothers in this conversation. Fine, fine. What about Andreas? Certainly a man who attended the same university as Martin Luther can spare some thoughts on his work. He's really put me in a difficult position. Theology talk about maybe Father Gano would appreciate that. I don't know, I mean, I think it doesn't seem likely. I'll probably say this. I must respect Father Abbott's wishes at his table, my lord. Too, Andreas. I expected more of you. Enough! Lord Rothvogel, you are a guest and held in high esteem, but you have won out my patience. You will not be discussing Luther's work with Andreas, Thomas, Matthew, or any other brother. Is that clear? I suppose, Father, it is your abbey, but I'm taking too much offense at this, and you're far too afraid of change. Whether it's from Luther or for someone else, reform is coming to the church. You had better accept it. What? Neither you nor Martin Luther dictate change to the Holy Church on their whim. This is beyond insulting. It's blasphemous. Outrageous. How dare you? I see. I have overstepped my bounds. I suppose I've ruined everyone's supper. My apologies. In spite of this unpleasantness, I will make good on the manuscript payment and the donation of my copy of Historia to say. If you cannot accept what the future will bring, perhaps it's time for you to come to terms with your past. Well, no need to overstay my welcome. Father's brother, Andreas, good night. thank you, Andreas, for not letting him engage you in his debate. No good would have come of it. Now then, I must ask you to leave so I can speak to the brothers in chapter privately. Brother Piero, please accompany Andreas out. I'll take my leave as well. Good night. Don't worry about Father Gano and Baron. I'm sure it'll all be fine by morning. I hope Father Abbott can see that the Baron's heart is in the right place, even if he's picked the wrong time to express himself. That seems unlikely. Maybe so, but we must never lose hope. In any case, I do hope the Baron respects the Abbot's wishes for the rest of his stay, for everyone's sake. Brother Piero, what do you think of Martin Luther's ideas? Ha! That is for younger and wiser men than me to decide. I'm just a monk, thank God. Good night, my son. Complete. An awkward supper. I should get some sleep. Guess I'm heading back to the house. Uh-oh. There's a lamp still burning in the guest house. Lorenz must still be awake. I wonder how he's doing. What he's thinking. He's a baron, but he couldn't have expected that to go well. The storm doesn't seem to be letting up anytime soon. I should get back to the Gertners. Maybe I'll check in on him real quick. I can't. Huh? What the fuck? A ghost? Ah! You're right, Master Mailer. Did you see that? In the aqueduct. The ghost? Yes? It could be a Roman. Maybe even a little pagan. Wouldn't be the first time people have seen ghosts around these parts. Interesting. Well, I think I found Johann's last lost sheep. I'm gonna head home. Take care, Master Mailer. I will. Thank you, Till. I do believe I've just seen a goddamn spirit. Whatever role that'll have to play. Ah! No! Pale horse! Pale horse still on the floor! Hello? Are you alright in there? Matins! Matins, the pale horse, death! Sister, listen to my voice. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Yes. Yes, Father, I hear you. I hear. Is this now? Yes, you were with us, and this is now. I apologize, Andreas. I imagine that must have been quite alarming. It sounded like she was having an ecstatic vision. Your knowledge surprises me, Andreas, though the Baron did say you were an educated man. But yes, Sister Amelie is a mystic gifted with visions when God sees fit to give her one. Some are more frightening than others. How long has she been here? She's been sealed in the cells next to the church for almost 10 years now. If you came to Mass more often, you would see that I give her communion through a window to her cell. Oh, is she anxious? She is, yes, devoted to God and closed in the cells next to the church. She is dead to the world, but continues a life of prayer and religious contemplation. And sometimes, ever so rarely, she receives great and terrible visions. Is she local to Tassing, or is she a nun at Curacao? Neither. She came here from a Benedictine abbey in Lower Bavaria after it burned down. I am her confessor and caretaker. Many anchoresses are not literate. I write down her visions to help interpret them. I thought all of the monks and nuns at Curacao could read, even poor Brother Volk. Thank you, Father Thomas. I must rest now. Okay. Written again. Of course, sister. She seems unhappy. She is not unhappy, but she is in pain, both physical and spiritual. Her spiritual pain comes from her revelations. They come and go. I try to address them the best I can. The physical pain comes from a deformity in her spine and aching in her joints. I know of no cure for that, save prayer to the Almighty. Sister Amelie was saying she had a vision of death. Could someone be in danger? Oh no, don't rush to judgment. Her visions are divine and powerful, but they could have many meanings. Some of her revelations take years to comprehend. Some may never be understood at all, as God wills it. Still, the argument at dinner was quite troubling. Perhaps it has cast a shadow over our thoughts. Now then, the good sister appears to have fallen back to sleep. I must prepare for bed myself. Good night, Andreas. Good night, Father. Strange. I have a feeling she will be... Some of these characters may be relevant to the overarching plot. This is going to be awkward. Oh my god, the dude's asleep. They're asleep too. I feel bad. The Picatrix, Key of Solomon, the Hapmerian. Prior Finnick keeps giving me all these books for you. I should really clean this up. It's getting late. I should get some rest. Put on my pajamas. Prime Amazon. Time to get back to work. What? Shh, it's all right, Ursula. Good morning. Do you need any help with Ursula? No, a little crying won't hurt her. Besides, I think we've gotten almost all the leaks now. Ursula's my first child, and she's been a handful. But I think I have the hang of it now. Big Jorg has been a godsend. Oh shit. He helped Christine with Eva when she was a baby. I never took you for a family man, Andreas. I have 2 older brothers, both married, so there are plenty of nieces and nephews for me to play uncle to. I appreciate the offer. You'll make a fine husband someday, Andreas. When will this storm let up? It's been going all morning. Peter and Jorg are outside trying to deal with the flooding as best they can. Oh my, is the farm in danger? There's always a danger with this much rain, but we've lived through worse. Whatever happens, it will be as God wills it. We must have faith in Providence and endure what is to come. Oh, I have some food for you. Here, sorry I couldn't prepare anything more. Oh yeah, Otto did want me to say hello. Thank you. Otto wanted me to say hello, by the way. Oh, did he? Good, thank you. Have a good day at the Abbey, Andreas. Try to stay dry. Thanks. You too. Good luck. Be good, Ursula. Oh, fuck. Andreas! Are you doing alright, Peter? No, I'm not. Some of our sheep escaped, and I'd rather not spend my morning fixing this damned wall for the third time this year. This is the way it always is. Rain falls on the Abbey and rolls downhill to us little people. Well, it's hard to blame the Abbey for that. That's just how rain works. There's a reason we're down here, and they're up there, Andreas. Anyway, I have to get back to this. See you later. Stormy morning. Alright, people. All the stuff in the glossary. They really do give you like an in-depth of like all that shit. Alright, the weather's awful, but I have to get to the scriptorium. Hopefully tempers have calmed down since last night. Oh, I can't go this way because it's flooded. Alright, go to town commons. Dangerous. Oops. Hello, Andres. Hello, Andres. So, Otto and Eva, huh? Yes, what about them? Otto has a good eye. I can't fault him that. I guess. She's a good, strong-willed woman. I'm not a gossip, Andres. I do not ask this to pour water onto the rumor mill, but for the concern I have for the happiness of my friends. Of course, Andres. Fancy talk for being nosy. Well, if you ask me, I think Otto's being a bit too slow about it. Oh. He's old enough already not to be smitten like a boy. They both like each other. Seems to me, if you found the right person, you should go for it. It's what I would do. Where is Mistress Schmitten, if I may ask? Oh, that's a private matter. I have an intended, Sabine, waiting for me in Nuremberg. We're to marry once I've finished my Wunderjahre. I'm not even sure if she's the right one, but it's a necessary step. It's not good for the soul to be alone, Andres. I do hope to find someone to have at my side as we build a family. God is not giving me this blessing. Worry not. It could happen at any time, Interest. I hope so. I must get back to work, Andreas. Enough talk. Until later. Gotta cut through the central town. Ah, the bakery. Be with you, Andreas. seems like we have a good spring storm. I hope it lets up soon. Good morning. It's annoying. I have to walk all the way up to the Abbey in this. Complaining won't do you any good. Best to endure and have faith in God. Ulrich, I paid bread for last week's pumpernickel. Sorry to make you wait for it. It's no trouble at all. Please say hello to Lucky for me. Of course. Now I'm off to home and then to the Fifness. Good morning, Agnes. What's going on at the Fifners? Elena had about a month to go before a child is due. Her last one was hard. He didn't make it. God rest his soul. Just want to give her the best chance she can have. It is in God's hands. Trust in Providence. Always, Ulrich. But what I do, I can... But I'll do what I can to help. Why not make the Lord do all this work? Must be off now. Good day to you both. And Andreas, stay out of the rain. Tell Helena I pray for her health. She will appreciate that, Andreas. Thank you. Till later. Till later, Agnes. Oh. Pet Schlau. Schlau the cat? Hello, Schlau. Father, I've said this before, and it isn't good that the water drains here so quickly. It's affecting the foundation. It needs to be looked at. I understand, but if you dig here, you may be disturbing the bodies decomposing in the yard. Of course, Father, but they're going to be dug back up again anyway. Yes, but why disturb them unnecessarily? It's your church, Father, but if you can't put this off forever, the foundation is going to crack. I understand. Perhaps after some of the bones have been moved to the ossuaries? Thank you, Lucky. Ah, good day, Master Mather. Good day, Father Thomas. I didn't mean to eavesdrop. Oh, worry not. Lucky was just reminding me of the danger severe rainfall can pose to the foundation. God looks after his flock, but sometimes the pen requires an earthly hand. It'll be taken care of. God be with you, Andreas. And with you, Father Thomas. Until later. It's funny how they mention, like, the whole thing, how, like, the rain's not good for the foundation, and they're talking about the bodies and stuff. That's actually true. Like, way back in, like, the, you know, I mean, this is, you know, the 1500s, but even back in, like, the 1800s, they would find that, like, they would just bury bodies and they would build houses over them, and then when there was severe rainfall, the ground would get all muddy and the bones would just come up to the surface, and there would just be bodies just floating to the surface of the mud. It's disgusting. No, so it is what it is, I guess. Hello there, Master Mailer. Hello, Till. Bumped in any ghosts lately? Hee hee. No, not since we last spoke. Good, good. Have you ever seen a nicer view? Don't get sights like this in the cities, I expect. Can't say that Nuremberg has many Roman ruins, no. Oh yes, Tassing is full of them. Quite the marvels they are. I don't pay much mind to the writing on them, as I can't read Latin myself, but you might enjoy giving them a look. If you do, you'll have to tell me if they match the old legends I read about. What sort of old legends? Well, when Father Matthew was when Father Matthias was abbot, he would let me borrow books from the abbey's library. I think I read through half of that library before Father Garneau became abbot. I think I read. I don't know why it changed. He and Father Thomas were strict about which books books should be read now. Books should glorify God. They say no. Oh, I accidentally skipped. Still, the accounts of the Romans in Tassing are my favorite. An old book talked about how the Roman knight Gaius Metellus defeated the Ratai, I think it was. Heavy snowfall had him caught in this very valley. Barbarians on all sides. When Mars sent a wolf in the night, instead of killing the beast, Gaius followed it to a magical spring with trees covered in all sorts of fruit. Mars provided the wolf and the spring, and Gaius Metellus founded Tassing after defeating the barbarians to honor Mars. That's where it all came from. That sounds a lot like the story Brother Matthew told me about St. Moritz. Without the Roman gods, of course. I hadn't thought of that. Both were snowed into this valley, weren't they? And saved near a spring. Wonder if it's the same story. Oh, I don't know about all that, Master Mailer. A lot of stories get mixed up over the years. It might be all fable, but I enjoy the story all the same. It's nice to feel you're connected to those who came before you, even if it's only by the land you live on. Wise words. I feel the same. It's been good chatting with you, Master Mailer, but I better get back to work. You let me know if you find any particularly good books in that library, alright? I will. Until later, Till. Trying to get my Irish accent stuck a little bit. Martin? Oh. Told Martin not to work too hard. Hey, Martin. Eat shit, Andreas! You fucking fuck. Achoo! Alright. That's strange. What was he doing at the Abbey? I should get to the scriptorium. Renault will give me an earful if I'm late again. Eat shit, Andreas, you fuck. Miklaus is here again. God be with you, Andreas. Are you still preparing to leave, even with this weather? The weather is unfortunate, but the Baron's wife, Lady Solomon, will be arriving today. My lord intends to depart as soon as he arrives. How long have they been married? 7 years now. She's a fine woman. True lady. I was hoping to bid farewell to the Baron before he leaves. I'm sure he would appreciate that. He spoke highly of you before he went to bed. He was disappointed that you didn't debate him at supper, but he understands that you didn't want to anger the abbot. Part of the art of rhetoric is understanding the right form in which to persuade somebody. It's not the right forum for the abbot. My lord has always wanted to discuss things when the mood hits him. He's often alone in feeling it, unfortunately. Is there any chance I could redeem myself in the Baron's eyes? Perhaps not on this occasion. I believe you may have offended the Baron in some other way as well. Some way. Or some ways. I would not fret too much about it, Master Mailer. He is a forgiving man. Where has your master gone, then? He went for a walk early in the morning. He didn't say when he'd be back. I hope he returns soon. The rain is turning everything into mud. My lord might surprise you, Andreas. He never minds getting mud on his boots. Of course, I'm the one who has to clean them. Well, I apologize for taking up much of your time. Good luck, good speed, and I hope you can keep dry. Oh, it's no trouble, and many thanks. Until next time, Andreas. Oh, one thing before you go. Did you see a short, surly-looking young man in a hat on your way up this morning? Surely it wasn't me. Ah, that could only be Martin Bauer. He ran past me in the meadow as I was walking up the hill. He was in quite a hurry. Ah, that would explain my lord's missing rings. What rings are those? 1 gold, 1 silver, and a handful of gilden. And a book the Baron was planning to give to the Abbey. A book? Historia to say? I believe so, yes. I went to pack the Baron's things, and they were missing. The boy is a known thief. It wouldn't surprise me if he was responsible for the missing rings. That would explain it then. Regrettably, he had ample opportunity for this theft. Yesterday I caught the boy with a hat. Martin, I suppose, peering through the windows. I could have admonished him at the time. But, well, he seemed harmless. It's a shame. I hope the Baron will be too put out. My lord is a man of some means. He won't miss the gold or the rings. I do think he will be upset about the book. He was quite excited for the Abbey to see it. In any case, I must finish preparing the horses. It was good talking to you, Andreas. Of course. I hope this rain lets up for you soon. God willing, until next time. Until then. You go in the guest house now? There's a nice fire here. Alright, well, I think we'll leave it off there for this part. And then when we come back next time, we'll head to the scriptorium and get back to work, I guess. So take care. I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.